These cruel, lagging wars that keep corn beyond our reach and are useful only to find riches and glory for the ruling families of the land shall finish. The toiling masses of England shall clasp in friendship the hand of the uprisen people of France. We will drive from office and power those lords and landowners who for centuries have used the resources of this country, wrung from the helpless taxpayer as their own privy purse. We will establish a parliament in which the poor man's voice will be heard. And if we fail, why then, Ben, we will have died in a glorious cause, and George Mellor, for one, would rather shed his blood in such a cause than sit mute and consenting, a crushed and heartless unit of a people hugging its own chains.
I'm with you, George, in an open fight, though I seem to feel a rope around my neck as I say it. But for heaven's sake, George, get into the open as soon as you can, for I've forgotten how to hold up my head. But you convinced me, George. I came to get out of a conspiracy, but you've nobbut pledged me to rebellion. But at least I've my own self-respect, and that's something gained.
Spoken like your own self, Ben. Now, let's talk of Saturday night and no looking back.
It was almost 10 o'clock of the Saturday night when I left the house on tiptoe. I opened the door and strode off down the hill. I met not a soul till I came to Kitchen Fold, and here, by the Black Bull, was Soldier Jack. He handed me a huge sledgehammer and showed me a pistol that he himself was to handle. We walked briskly towards Huddersfield. Jack was very still. As we neared the spot, we saw other figures moving quickly in the same direction. Some were dressed in smocks, and all had their faces part concealed. When we got near the steeple, I put on my mask and Jack his. From all sides, across fields, down byways, from Robert Town, from High Town, men, singly and in small groups, were gathering. All were curiously still. So I gave a start when a slim form moved by my side, sprung from I don't know where, and John Booth's voice whispered.
I know you by your height, Ben, and the swing of your gait, and Soldier Jack isn't hard to tell with his limp. But here we are by the steeple, and here comes our leader.
Look at us. We shall make a brave show, and Soldier Jack. Those lads from Leeds will know what it means to have a soldier to smarten this up.
George, let us go and check how each is armed.
Ben, we've a good half hour to wait here before we start. There are not above 100 of us here, all told, and we counted on 5 times that number. The Leeds men will meet us, or should meet us near Rawfolds. But Bradford and Dewsbury have sent a mere handful of those that should have come. George is putting a brave face on, but he's so vexed all the same.
We've enough for the job. If 100 cannot force Rawfolds, 1,000 cannot. We'll do well to start to know our luck.
This is my last venture, Ben.
And mine too, by moonlight. Daylight or nought, I say.
There will be sharp work at Rawfolds. The mill is well garrisoned. Cartwright is a bold, resolute man. He will defend his machines at any hazard and any cost. There will be bloodshed. There must be bloodshed. Something tells me my days are numbered.
You're just talking daft.
If I don't come back to Huddersfield with you, Ben, you'll find a paper at Mrs. Wright's telling you what to do with my things. It'll be you to tell my father and Faith. No one else must do it. Promise me that.
You'll not fall, John. Stick as close to me as you can get. When we come to the mill, I'll see nobody touches you, if I can help it.
Do you like Faith, Ben? I've thought of late that she turns to you and seems to lean on your strength. You'll stand by her, won't you, if the worst comes to the worst? Promise me, Ben. Ben, pledge me this promise, and I'll go to this night's work with a lighter heart.
George and Thorpe and Soldier Jack were forming the party into companies. There looked to be some 200 of us. Jack arranged us in the order deemed best. We were drawn up in a long line close by the steeple. the men of the first company had pistols or muskets or firearms of any sort, they were to march first. Behind the shooters, drawn up, 2 abreast, were the hatchet men. And behind them were to march my own lads, about a score of us, big men all of us, and each of us slung a hammer over his shoulder. I was captain of the hammer men, and on my shoulder I bore a mighty weapon that few could sling. Behind my company was more or less a rabble, men unarmed or with bludgeons only. What good they were, or expected to be, it would puzzle me to say. They were luds, and that was enough.
Now, lads, we've 3 good miles to Rawfolds, and the night's getting shorter. Before day breaks, our work must be done. Show yourselves men but this night, and you will bring the masters to their knees. You fight for home and hearth and the right to live. If there is one among you whose heart fails him, let him step out and leave us. And now, men, ready? Forward!
George placed himself at the head of the column, and we moved steadily on in the dark, glad of the motion, for our blood was chilled with standing. And I, for one, thought less when I was moving, and the less I thought, the better it suited me. John Booth was in the rear, for he could use neither axe nor hammer, and pistols he would have nought to do with. Every now and then George ran past me on his way down the ranks, and I could see his eyes lit up with fire, for he had lost or thrown away his mask. It was near the White Hart Inn, and we were to be joined by the Leeds men, so we halted to wait for them.
Do you know where the soldiers are billeted?
Aye, mostly Hague House in Huyton.
Hadn't we better send a